What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit of a speculation, a little bit of a theory, a little bit of a discussion on contracts. Today, we're not going to be talking about, say, the weekly contracts, the daily contracts. We're going to be talking about the special contracts because, well, I love me some weapon bribes. I love me some guaranteed weapons. And really, we haven't seen anything come to light about the update of these in anywhere. We haven't seen anything at all talking about this, so I want to discuss maybe when we could see something coming to update this, to maybe see what regimented schedule we could get onto with these special contracts. So before we get too far into it, drop your thoughts down there in the comment section down below at any point in time during this video. If you guys have any idea or anything that you want to say about the special contracts with this, and if you guys want to continue the talk, Twitter is the best place to do so. My Twitter link is always down there in the description below. But let's talk contracts, special contracts more specifically. This was something that was added into the game and everybody lost their mind. They absolutely loved it. It was a great way to really remedy the supply drop system that a lot of people were currently and still are upset with, because I personally don't agree with the way supply drops went, but I guess it's just the way that it is. Can't really do much to change it now. But back on May 6th, the first special contract and only special contract date was introduced. A lot of people did that within the day. A lot of people did that within 2 days, 3 days, whatever it may be. But for the majority of people, it is something that a lot of people have already completed it in a while ago. Like, it's just been sitting there dormant, waiting for an update for maybe a month, maybe over a month for you guys, but nonetheless, it's been a month and a half since it was released to the general public, in which you could get 75 games won to complete that special contract, and as a reward, you got a 10 rare supply drop bundle, and you got a weapon bribe to go along with it. Now, this is only the second time that we've seen a weapon bribe and a rare supply drop bundle in Black Ops 3. The other time was actually right around that same time. I can't remember the exact date for it, but that was whenever you had the season pass. It was kind of a little bit of a, hey, thanks for buying this type of gift that season pass holders got. They got a rare supply drop bundle as well as a weapon bribe to go along with it. So those launched, and that was the last that we saw of those. But with it now being a month and a half in and contracts completely coming out now to everybody, I think what would be the best idea to go along with this would be maybe to drop these every single month, the rare supply drop bundle and the weapon bribe. Obviously, it's been more than a month, so this kind of thing doesn't happen immediately, but we're getting closer to the start of July, and at that point in time, that could then maybe start over that cycle in which on a monthly basis you get a brand new special contract to complete. As we mentioned, this was a 75 win contract, which is a lot bigger than a lot of the other contracts that we've seen. Obviously, there are going to be people that grind this out within a day, 2, 3, maybe 4, but you also have to remember that the majority of Call of Duty players are just casual Call of Duty players. They don't get on for 3, 4 hours at a time. They maybe play about an hour a day, and that's might be it. So in that time, you figure maybe 5 games of domination or something like that. If you play the more party games, yes, that's easier to do, but still, regardless, if it is based off of wins like that, it takes a lot longer. So a month to complete this larger challenge would be something that I think would be a decent time frame to accommodate for those that are diehard players that do it very quickly, and then also for the ones that are casual, they still have the time to actually fit that in their schedule as well. So basically, to dumb down this little explanation I gave a little bit here of it, we have the daily challenges, which refresh every single day. We have the weekly challenges, which are a little bit bigger here in terms of what you need to accomplish to get blackjack, but those are weekly and refresh every single week. And then we have the largest contracts of all of these, in which they are the special, in which it does take a lot more time to complete those. So I think that would only be logical then to take the next step up and release those monthly. As well, why it would make sense, again, in my opinion, going back to the demographics of Call of Duty, the people that grind this out in the next day or 2 after they're released, they get something to reward them in terms of the supply drop bundle and a weapon bribe, which also remedies, once again, the supply drop system and gives you that guaranteed weapon, which is something that does help, but also doesn't take away from the sales of COD points, stuff like that. So in a marketing standpoint, it makes sense. But honestly, I just think this makes sense overall for COD players in general. The people that grind this out, they don't have to wait too long. The people that play this normally and casually, they can do it in a time frame that doesn't really make them grind out. They can do it at their own leisurely pace, as well as I think that it just keeps the game fresh on a larger scale here in terms of giving people what they want to see and all that kind of stuff. So that's just been my thought, my little piece here on it, and and I'm hopeful that this actually does happen. Once again, we have absolutely no information on when we'll see this update. We don't have any indication as to when we can even see some news on it, but it's right now just a working theory, a little bit of a guess, and a hopeful thought that I have in terms of this. So that's going to wrap it up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Would you guys like to see these special contracts be monthly and reward you with a supply drop bundle and a weapon bribe? Do you think there needs to be more? Do you think it needs to be something that comes more often than the month? I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. And once again, if you guys want to take this conversation a little bit further, Twitter is the best place to do so here on that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like down below if you did enjoy. Really does help the video out. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help and is, of course, greatly appreciated. But mine's been COD Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.